Thank you, dear. Tell me, what do you think of this Albion occupation?
You've been activated. Is that a prospective recruit I see there?
Might be. What are we doing today?
It's your luck. Toss up. I'm on your side. Just relax. Yes.
Our Bagley would have you for breakfast.
look at that. A safe house. A bit like ours, too.
Oh my, do you think a reunion with a long-lost DedSec member is likely? Perhaps they hid from Albion and relocated here.
Doubtful. They would have attempted contact by now. This is someone else. Of interest to Albion, apparently. You better search the place.
Locked. Whatever this console is hiding, it'll stay hidden until you find the password. Get me some low-level package data from those nearby computers, and I can piece it together. That's a start, but I'll need more. Search the other computers. That's almost done it. Just a little bit more now. Keep looking. Got the password. Now, get back to the console and let's see what it's hiding. Assume for a number of popular online influencers, all staunchly anti-Albion.
My, that does sound worrying.
They're all set to be rehabilitated, which definitely means they're about to have jumper cables strapped to their perineum. Best get moving.
Down to all Send help. Possible hostiles near your location.
Prisoner released. I'll make sure they know who to thank. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
Other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over. Control, there's been an accident, over. Negative, no sign of the target yet.
We live in modern times. Drones, robots, computer control, they will have their place. But so do people. And that place is us. Because when you need help, you need the human touch. Not robots, not soldiers, just people like you. The Metropolitan Police.
Control,
People
add suspect to
protecting
the
people.
most wanted list, over.
You know, statistically speaking, smoking is more likely to kill you than any DedSec op.
So, statistically speaking, this should make me harder to kill.
I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Weeks have passed since the Oval Blaze killed 12, and yet the Fire Brigade remains unapologetic, despite claims of impropriety. Join us on GBB for the story behind the headlines.
Auto drop. Now disabled.
An increasing number of critics are accusing Albion of systematic prisoner maltreatment. Join us on GBB for a thorough examination of the conditions for prisoners in detention.
I'm here. What now?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP sending us the distress signal.
Miss? Right, you've 5 seconds before I snap whatever this thing is in half.
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who the fuck is this?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
All right. You got me attention.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Bagley, Sabine, can you give me the rundown?
All right, that's a wrinkle. So the SIRS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SIRS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then we send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example.
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
Unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SARS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
Ah, shite. That Sears cunt's not here. And it looks like there was an altercation.
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
All right. I'll give it a go.
That's done it. Now return to the scene and I'll reconstruct what happened to our contact.
CTOS AR. Data read.
That appears to be our contact.
Jesus.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be.
Britain has a long heritage in world-leading innovation. From the steam engine to the Spitfire, it is the spirit and ingenuity of our people that has made us strong. That is
the reconstruction's nearly finished, and so's our contact if you don't hurry.
For when it comes to the future, it's your safety that's our security.
It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military mercs like Albion.
Mercs? Huh. I thought they'd be serious.
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SIRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Ha ha. What else?
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tire tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass. Up been scanning nearby construction yards for Albion activity and, long story short, some dozy git has forgotten to turn off the security camera in the makeshift torture room.
Let's see it then.
I'm not... You think I am?
You're Malik, a SIRS officer and a leaky fucking twat.
That's not me. I swear to God. Please, please.
If that beating keeps up, he's going to die and we're going to have no idea why. Bagley, coordinates, now.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Warning. Conducting unlawful activity will result in arrest. And desist, or you will be restrained. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
Hey, relax, relax. I'm fucking dead sick. You called us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
Seriously, I just saved you.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
How about you explain everything?
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
All right. We'll see what Bagley makes your intel. Don't make me regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
He strikes me as a good man, trapped in a bad system. We should check his intel at least.
All right, 1 second.
Bagley, check the intel and get everyone together for a briefing. Let's blow this open.
Oh, you can't be serious, fam. That guy was a wanker. A SIRS wanker. We need to get the fuck away from this.
I beg to differ. He needs our help.
May I present a third option? Just use him. An SIRS whistleblower, even one you don't trust, could still help us find the arseholes that blew up half of London and framed DedSec for it. You don't have to invite him to your birthday, just use his information.
Good idea.
Fine, whatever.
I think I'm getting the hang of this whole resisting stuff.
Agreed.
I stopped Albion Mercs trying to arrest a kid for something she didn't do. Some people even decided to join in. Seeing me resisting gave them the courage.
Savage. We're really doing it.
We need to keep this going. Never stop fighting. We'll make our mark.
Hey.
You gassed, mate. I'm gassed. We got us an A1 team, yeah?
Fucking right.
I never thought I'd be dropping bombs like we do. And we're only getting started. Brrrah.
How are you?
So the plan is to work with Malik now? That it? You off your nut?
All right, whatever. How are you?
Me just a read Sky's obituary. Who says there's no good news stories anymore, eh?
Don't be crass. A woman's dead.
Enough people are dead, actually. And in worse states. Thanks to her. Me say good riddance to that blood clot.
Don't get me wrong. She's dead, and she deserved it. But celebrating it debases you both.
The way I see it, we can either embrace what we are do, or we can kid ourselves about it. I choose honesty.
All right? Suit yourself.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SARS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Right. Stop the leader, stop Zero Day. But why are you here now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London. Which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Sabine, do you think Zero Day is doing this because of us? Because we're standing up to him, you know?
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
What's the crack? Good to see you.
explain to him about I just can't help this, man. This is so bad for no blood like here. Why does this...
There are the Albion personnel our prospect has been investigating. We could get more information by scraping their optics.
Yeah. I'll go where very much. Sending you the data.
I'm analysing it now. It'll take some time, so you can go scan the other officer now if you want.